Our first story is out of North Carolina, and it's one of those gut punch moments that makes you ask, how is this even possible? A magistrate judge appointed by Democrats released a man with a long, violent criminal record, and that man went on to murder an innocent refugee woman. This isn't a minor slip-up. It's a case study in how reckless decisions from the bench can cost innocent lives. This refugee came to America looking for safety after fleeing a war zone. Instead, because of a broken system and a judge's decision, she lost her life here. We're talking about more than 14 prior arrests, robbery, assaults, weapons charges, the whole pattern. Yet this suspect was back on the streets. That's not just leniency. That's a breakdown in accountability.
According to the Charlotte Observer, his earliest infractions like speeding, threats, and injury to property were dismissed. But in 2014, DeCarlos Brown Jr. pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony larceny, breaking and entering. He got probation for that. But then 4 months later, in 2015, he pleaded guilty to robbery with a dangerous weapon while out on probation. So he was sent to prison for that, but he was released early after serving 5 years. In 2022, Brown was arrested for assaulting a woman and injury to property. Then twice in 2024 and earlier this year, he was arrested for misusing 911. The last time, a judge released him the very same day.
Had a very touching call with them. Our hearts go out to Arena's family. They are suffering like any of us would be. It was a very touching call. Our hearts go out to them. Now, DeCarlos Brown Jr., who we allege stabbed Erna Sarutska, is in state custody on first-degree murder charges. But I'm here today to announce that we're going to supplement those state charges with federal charges. These federal charges will go alongside the murder case in state court, and we hope that they will ensure justice for Erna, for her family, and for the whole Charlotte community. The maximum penalty for this federal crime is life in prison without parole or the death penalty. Of course, each individual case receives its own sentencing hearing by a federal judge that will decide the sentence based on the individual factors in this case.
Federal prosecutors have now stepped in, filing additional charges. They're promising the family of the victim that this time, justice will be served.
The majority of the media, many outlets in this room, decided that her murder was not worth reporting on originally because it does not fit a preferred narrative. Many of the journalists in this room spilled plenty of ink trying to smear Daniel Penny for defending a subway car from a deranged lunatic in New York City, but none of those same reporters lift a finger to write stories about an actual murderer.
And speaking of double standards, on immigration and border security, former ICE Director Tom Homan confronted MSNBC on live TV, pushing back on the idea that law enforcement is disappearing people. He laid out the facts. Arrests are not disappearances, and enforcing immigration law is not some secret police operation. It was a rare moment of blunt truth on a national platform.
I don't know what the hell's the matter with everybody up in Congress? People are dying every day. ICE is arresting 3 times as many criminals that the Biden administration did. We're taking public safety threats and national security threats off the street every single day. But we got over 600,000 illegal aliens with criminal histories walking the streets of this country. We got less than 5,000 deportation officers. This should be a no-brainer. The more resources we get, if we get this bill passed, we got more agents on the road.
In another clip making the rounds, a Democratic lawmaker defends not prosecuting low-level theft, saying that stealing diapers or food out of desperation shouldn't land someone in jail. Critics argue that this sends the wrong signal and fuels retail theft and neighborhood crime. The debate over where compassion ends and accountability begins is heating up.
My elected prosecutor in Dallas County, he kind of caught some flack because he probably shouldn't have said it out loud. But he specifically said, if I get people that are getting charged with a low-level misdemeanor for going and stealing food, diapers, like basic necessities, because they literally can't afford it. He's like,
out of desperation.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not locking you up, right? Like, and granted, like, there is no good point in doing it because a decent defense attorney would have a defense, right? That there's a defense that we have on the book. So we, go and try the case, right? But like most people didn't understand. They're like, oh, he's telling everybody to go steal. And I'm like, that's not what he was doing. But like, okay. And so I want people to understand that there are crimes that are committed not because people are criminals, but because they literally are trying to survive.
If you've made it this far, thank you. This channel is about cutting through noise and telling the stories that matter. If you value that, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more deep dives. And don't forget to click on the next video you see on your screen. It's about a Biden official breaking silence on controversial pardons. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.